Welcome, folks, to another episode of Dski Grillz. Do I have a treat for you today? Today, we are cooking up 70 pounds of awesome smoked oxtails on the Old Hickory Pits Ace MM. Check it out. Let's go. So, folks, for your up close and personal, check out what we have going on. Beautiful oxtails. We have an event coming up really soon. I'm getting these babies smoked. We're gonna get them vacuum sealed and put up and get ready for the event. We'll get these going. All we're gonna do, folks, is get these seasoned. I'm gonna use the barbecue rub, let them sit for about an hour. They've been sitting here coming up to room temperature for about 30 minutes so far. We're gonna get that Old Hickory Pits fired up. We're gonna cook these babies at around 250 degrees, check on them in about 2 hours, maybe 2.5. Then we'll bring them in, braise those babies in beef broth. Before you know it, these babies will be done. So you know what we'll do. I'll take you to the cutting board. I will show you step by step the seasoning process. I'll take you outside to the Old Hickory Pits Ace MM. We'll get that baby fired up. And before you know it, we'll be back at the cutting board checking out the final product of our smoked oxtails, 70 pounds on the Old Hickory Pits Ace MM. Let's get cooking. All right, so we got somewhat of a windy day. What we're doing is we're firing up the Old Hickory, and we're gonna use regular Kingsford Blue and fill up this large fire basket. And you guys have seen me use the grill gun many times, so we're gonna use the grill gun to get this baby fired up. So we'll keep the grill gun just aimed right here at the corner of these coals. I would say for around 1 minute, maybe 2, just to make sure everything gets ignited. Then it's just a matter of letting this thing come up to temperature, which is gonna take around 1 hour. Okay, so you saw the quick process of getting that Old Hickory Pits Ace MM fired up. If you can see as I'm talking to you, smoke is rolling through, so it's doing its job already. Once we hit 250 degrees, that is the temperature we're cooking at the entire time. We'll get those oxtails added. But first, let's go inside and get them seasoned up. All right, so back at the cutting board, we are somewhat buried, as you can see, in a mountain of oxtails, right? So what we're gonna do is start getting the packages open. We're gonna put them in these large tubs. I have 3 tubs. We'll mix the amount of oxtails evenly between these tubs and then go ahead and start seasoning. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. As you can see, we have some beautiful oxtails. I'll use my fingers. These are like 3 finger thick, so check that out. Every bit of 2 inches, maybe 3 inches is what we have here. Look at that, folks. These are beautiful. Beautiful, fresh cut. I tell you, this meat market does a wonderful job of trimming them too, so it's not a lot of work at all that has to be done. They're just so beautiful, full of marbling, awesome red, rich color, right? So this is what you want. It lets you know that these things are fresh. All right, so we're gonna start the seasoning process. And again, I'm gonna use the barbecue rub. This is Malcolm Reed's rub. He made this years ago. I have a 5-pound bag, so you know what better time to get this stuff used than on these beautiful oxtails. And the plan for today is to just hit these babies heavy with the rub. So I'll get started, and then we'll get back together once everything is seasoned. But you see what I'm saying? I'm just going on heavy. And then we're going to get everything mixed up real well. So we'll hit each tray just like this. Some have more in there than others, so I might move some around to make it easier to get everything seasoned. Okay, so from here, folks, all I'm going to do is get right on in there and start getting things mixed up the best we can. All right, and just getting that spice moved throughout all of these oxtails. Very good. All right, folks, and then we will get back together after all of these have been seasoned. We're going to let them sit, and remember, once that old hickory gets up to 250, these babies are going on. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, folks, we're back. You hear those wind chimes making that beautiful sound today. We do have a windy day here in Texas. It is time now to get these beautiful oxtails on. I'm going to show you one tray, and then we're going to start loading these babies up, okay? But ultimately, letting them rest on that cutting board and soak in all those flavors has set these babies up for success. So let me let you check it out. Look at here, folks. This is deep down saturation, all right? These babies are ready to go on and be great. So let's get them on. Now with the old hickory pit, you know that we have plenty of room. I've showed you before. Beautiful smoky environment. And what we're going to do is just start with this third tray right here and go ahead and start loading them up. So I won't bore you with this whole process because there is quite a few to put on, but we're just going to get these babies spread out. With the convection style cooking that this pit does, you have a fan motor on the inside. So first and foremost, your smoke comes up through the back, okay? The way this thing is built in this oval type mailbox shape, the smoke comes up through the back, it rolls down and it covers your food evenly that way, okay? Now you also have a convection fan down in the bottom and it blows this way. So what you have is this conical smoke that is just truly imparting each piece of meat, getting it smoked perfect. All right, so we got a little work to do. We'll get these things loaded up. I'll show you once we get them all done. I'm thinking it may take all 4 racks, but I'm not sure. So I'm starting on the 3rd rack and working my way up. We'll get this one shut down. I'll go ahead and make sure to show you once everything's loaded, and then we'll get this baby cooking. See you in just a second. All right, folks, check out what we got. We are loaded up in this awesome smoke chamber, okay? Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to oxtails done right. So you got 1 row here, 1 row here. All right, let's get these babies shut down because we ain't done. Let's see what else we got here on Dski Grillz. We got 1 row here, and we have our final row filled up right here. Look at this, folks. This is, again, oxtails done right. We're going to let these go again, folks, for around 2 hours, maybe 2.5. Spritz them after that point with some beef broth. Maybe go 30 more minutes. Then bring those babies in. Get them in a foil tray. Get them braising. And get these babies finished up. I'll see you guys in about 2 hours. I almost forgot to show you the hickory chunks being added. We still have plenty charcoal, but I am going to go ahead and top it off. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and get these hickory chunks added. Get these oxtails infused with that sweet, beautiful hickory. I'm going to go with about 4 chunks. That should infuse these babies just fine. I'll also top off the basket with a little more charcoal. I got some running around to do. And again, that is the benefit of the old hickory pits when you're smoking. Is you know for a fact that you have at least 3 hours, if not more, before you have to do anything. All right, we're gonna get this baby shut down. Clean up some stuff right here. Close that firebox, close that ash catcher, and get back together in a few hours. See you in a bit. All right, folks, 2.5 hours later, let's see how these oxtails are coming along. I'm sure they're gonna be looking great. Let's see. Oh, yes. Look at this, folks. Look at this beautiful color. Look at that. Absolutely amazing, okay? I'm gonna show you this next rack. Check it out. Beautiful color. Coming on down to the 3rd rack. Okay? Bring you down a little bit, make sure you can see that. Our third rack is beautiful and brown, and then our fourth rack. Okay, so if you can see what I'm saying, the old hickory just cooks evenly all the way across on all racks. Let's get it closed up. I'll get back with you guys in about 2 more hours. At that time, it'll be time to get these things braised. All right, folks, 4 hours later, we are back at the cutting board. Our oxtails have taken in all the smoke they need to take. There's a beautiful mahogany color, and I'll bring you in close and let you see. I have 3 trays right here. Another one behind me here, one more here, and finally one in the corner. So we have 6 trays of oxtails that we have to get braised now, okay? Now, I add a little more charcoal to the Old Hickory Pits ACMM. No more wood. We're just using it as a heat source to get everything tender. So here's how we braise these things. We simply use beef broth. This is going to add that beef flavor. It's going to add steam. I'm telling you, folks, it's going to make everything amazing when these things start breaking down. All right, and then we're just going to add onion. Sporadically add onion throughout. Onion is always good on everything. We'll do this on every tray we have here. Get a lid on them and back until that Old Hickory Pits we go. Now here's an up close shot of just how beautiful these oxtails are looking. Again, onion sporadically across with beef broth that's going to steam, add beef flavor, and make these things magnificent. Let me just show you this. Look how beautiful this oxtail is. Look at the color of this thing. Beautiful mahogany color. That's one thing about the barbecue rub. It always does that. It puts a beautiful mahogany color on your food. I'll just keep on adding more beef broth on all of the trays here. Doesn't take a lot, but you definitely want to have enough so these things can steam good. So easy enough, folks. This is what we're going to do. We have probably another 2.5 hours before these oxtails are complete. At that time, I will bring you back to the cutting board. We will pull a few of these things apart and show you the final product of these awesome hickory smoked oxtails. 70 pounds. Let's not forget that. Made on the Old Hickory Pits ACMM. I'll see you guys in a bit when these things are done. Folks, we are back. Total cook time of 8 hours. I've already pulled 2 of the 6 trays. I'll start bringing in the other ones very soon. We're gonna let them cool, get them vacuum sealed, and frozen fresh, okay? That's what it's all about. They'll be ready for this event. But let me show you up close just how awesome these oxtails turned out. Still got the steam rolling out of there. Check it out, folks. Absolutely amazing, okay? This is what Dski Grillz is all about. This is what we do, okay? Let me show you one of these babies real quick, and these things are so hot to the touch. But let's just do this real quick. That's how oxtails are supposed to be. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let everybody know what Dski Grillz is up to. And as always, at Dski Grillz, grilling is not a pastime. It's a passion. I'm going to go ahead and burn my mouth because I got to take a taste, but I know they're going to be absolutely amazing. Flavor through and through. Catch you on the next one.